to news you can use. Happy International Women's Day to all the women all around the world. Today, we've got some great ladies on the show that's going to help us get to the nitty-gritty about diabetes, you know. So I've got my other buddy, the remarkable lymphologist, the hostess with the mostest. That's right, Hillary Gooden, the queen of the lymphatic bounce. And all the way from Hawaii, I've got my main man, Malcolm Ching, chiming in, about to put these ladies in the hot seat. Like, share, start a watch party, and tell somebody we've got news you can use. Hello, and welcome to the show. This is your girl, Lotus Rashay, and I'm so happy to say that we are here with more news that you can use. So go ahead, get your notepad and get your pen. Pow! Why? Because it's time to win. So come on in, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that we are back and we've got more news you can use. Yes, that's what I said. So come on in. And listen, I know some of you want to know, always saying, Lolo, what's in the cup? What's in the cup? What's in the cup? What's in the cup? Y'all didn't know I could sing what's in the cup, did y'all? Yes, I know that. So what's in my cup? I'm going to share what's in my cup. But first, you go ahead and get your cup. Tonight, I'm drinking out of my Ignites cup, and I've got some water. Take a sip with me. Woo, that's some good old water. That's right. I know my guests backstage probably looking at me like, yeah, drink all the water you need. You know why? Because they are in the medical field and they are here and they're experts in their field and they are here and they're going to help us talk to us about some of the difficulties of diabetes. They're going to talk to us about what diabetes is. How many of you know what diabetes actually is? Anybody know? Let me know. Tell Lolo what diabetes is. Okay. And they're going to help us with some tips and some techniques that's going to help us overcome some of the illnesses that we are having in our body. So with no further ado, come on in, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party. And right now we're going to go ahead and pay some bills right here. And then we'll be right back to get my co-host, Hillary Gooden, out here on the show. That's right. I'm going to go get her. So y'all just hang tight. Be right back.
Hi, busy women leaders. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you're ready for that, you say, you know, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life.
Hey, it's Velton Shaw. Every day brings us new opportunities to do something great for ourselves and do something great for others. Leadership is our way of sharing our gifts with those around us to help them to be the best that they can be. I wrote this book, Leadership Dynamics, The Principles of Leadership, to give us some information, some guidance, and some tools to help us help ourselves, help others, and make the world a better place by helping the people around us. Only you can stop you, but you can help others. I'm Velton Shaw, and I look forward to your impression of the book, Leadership Dynamics, The Principles of Leadership. Take care.
Woo-wee, look who's with me. Woo-wee, look who's with me. It's my co-host with the mostest. Who? That's what I'm talking about. The queen of the lymphatic bounce. The lady just got her second PhD. She's gravitated up from Dr. Penny looking for change to what? Tell him, Hillary. Let's see if you are you muted? Yeah, you muted. I think there she is.
All righty. We're not talking about a pig looking for change no more. We're talking about that paper that holds, that PDF. Yes, you want to graduate in life. Like Lotus always said, you want to ignite and take flight. So that's what we're talking about. That's who I am now. Taking flight with that paper that holds.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So there you have it. So that's Dr. Paper That Folds.
Yeah.
That's big money grip. So look, folks, we got another special guest tonight with us, Hillary, as another one of our co-hosts, all the way from Hawaii. Yeah. And I say, let's go ahead and bring them on out. Are you ready to announce who we have coming up with us tonight?
I'm ready.
All right. Our co-host is who, Hill?
We got with us Malcolm from Hawaii. And I don't see it yet. I got a delayed reaction. Oh, there we go. Malcolm Ching, and he's the master client community. That's where he works. And he's also a master at Naturally Plus USA. He's an affiliate with that business as well, doing a great job. Great team.
Woo, woo!
Come on, get him on out. Get him on out.
What's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Malcolm.
I love it.
How you doing out there in Hawaii? We can't hear you.
WAIKELE, Master. It's the Waikele Community Association.
Woo-wee! Awesome. So
all right.
Tonight.
All right.
What is that?
It's amazing to have you here all the way from Hawaii to be our co-host tonight. I'm super happy to have you here. So folks, come on in, like, share, and start a watch party because it's about to get hot in here. We got two phenomenal guests, and we needed somebody to come and really also help to put them in the hot seat. That's why Malcolm showed up. Malcolm was like, I'm your man. I can do it. I can make it happen. So we're going to put some fire under the booties tonight with some tough questions. And if you all around the world have some tough questions to ask these ladies, now they're experts. They've been doing their thing for years. Okay. Go ahead and ask them because tonight we're talking about discovering diabetes. And many of you are wondering, what is diabetes? Well, guess what? We've got some ladies that's here to help us. So let's get right into this thing. Malcolm, you want to introduce the next person that's coming up with us?
Yes, I will. So the next guest that we have is Charlyn Sparks. She's the founder for Women with a Vision Incorporated. It's a 501(c) nonprofit organization. She's also the co-founder at Vantage Health Connection, the AHC Diabetes Peer. So we're so happy that she's here with us. We got a professional on the hot seat to give you the information that you need.
All right.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Charlyn,
Don't
what's
be
going on?
scared, Charlyn.
Can you hear me okay?
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Again, my name is Charlyn Sparks. I'm
There
a
she
registered
is.
nurse out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And I am a nurse by profession and have worked with the diabetes community for many, many years. And I'm here tonight to empower you with health resources tonight.
Awesome, awesome. And we are so happy to have you here tonight. You do such a great job. And so I know we're getting some back feed. Give me a quick second. Let me see if I can silence one or two of the mics and we'll be good to go. So listen, Charlyn, I'm happy that you're here tonight, but we got another heavy hitter in the house tonight. And I'm ready to bring her on. I hope you guys are ready to bring her on. So I say, let's bring her on. What you say, Hillary? You want to bring her on? You got to turn your mic back on. All right. So let's go ahead and cue her up. Who we have
I'm
coming?
ready, and I know everybody in the audience is ready.
Yes. So welcome from Houston, Texas, Sharon Fant. She is an experienced registered nurse. She's a holistic health advocate.
Can you hear me? Because
Type 2. Yeah, we couldn't really hear you at first, so I just started to announce her. She's a type 2 diabetic specialist, a public speaker, a social enterprise entrepreneur, and she's an author. So please welcome, let's have some energy for Sharon Fant. Woo woo!
Yes, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
Hello, everyone. This is so fun. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you here. We're happy to have you here. So we're going to get right into it. Welcome to the first of all, let's do this. Let's start it off right. We want our audience to get up close and personal with you. So we're going to go back to Charlyn. Charlyn, what I want you to do is tell our guests who you are again. And then we're going to go to Sharon. And give her a solo, and then we're gonna put them in the hot seat, y'all, because we want to give them some love. If y'all ready for them to be in the hot seat, put a 3 in the comment below. And I'm gonna already put Charlyn in the hot seat. Charlyn, you got 30 seconds. Go.
Okay, my name is Charlyn Sparks. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I'm the founder for Women with Vision, Inc., North Carolina, and I'm also the co-owner for Advantage Health Network. And I am a diabetes lifestyle coach, and I'm also a diabetes peer educator and has worked in the community for many, many years, focusing on eliminating or managing diabetes.
Oh, you okay. So we got some real ladies in here tonight. She didn't even pause. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? Sharon is in the hot seat. Are you ready for Sharon to be in the hot seat? I'm ready. Sharon, here you go. Go.
Hello, everybody. I am Sharon Fant. I live in Houston, Texas, and I've been a registered nurse for over 38 years. I know it don't look like it, but I have. Working in all different types of medicine, and I help people with all different types of diseases. I am also a holistic health advocate. I am a diabetes educator, a diabetes for type 2 diabetes. I am a specialist. I consult with people about diabetes, how to lower their blood sugars, how to change their lifestyle, and how to prevent complications related to diabetes. Many people who I speak to, they are sick and tired of being a diabetic, and we show them how they can reverse it and start their life over. So that is what I do, and I'm excited about being here today to share some of the information that I have related to diabetes awareness. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. So they came ready, everybody. They came ready. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to stump these ladies tonight. They came ready, but I know one thing. I'm coming out the box with the first question right now. And the first question is, ladies, what is diabetes in your best professional summation? What is that?
Okay.
Who you want to go first, or are we gonna both go?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. It don't matter.
Go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, so for me, and also medically, the diagnosis for diabetes, there are different types of diabetes. There's a type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and there is a gestational diabetes. So with type 1 diabetes, the problem is that your body is not producing insulin as it should. Okay, so the pancreas is not making insulin. And so therefore, you are definitely a candidate for having to take insulin every day. And then for type 2 diabetes, you are producing insulin the way your body should produce it, yet your body is not using it the way it should. And then number 3 is gestational diabetes. It's a temporary condition that people get when they are pregnant. But usually that's a precursor to what could happen in the future. So most women who have gestational diabetes usually end up with type 2 diabetes in their future. So those are, like, in a nutshell, what diabetes is.
Wow. Wow. All right. That's awesome. So she went over type 1. She talked about type 2. She talked about gestational. So I hope all of you got that. Did you get it? If you got it, put in number 4. Put in number 4 in the comment block below. She came to bring the noise. So listen, I'm going right up to question number 2. And I think Mr. Malcolm Ching is going to ask that of you.
Okay. So is this for any of the ladies, or you want
whoever you put in the hot seat?
Okay. I'll go in the hot seat this time.
I'm gonna put, when you put Miss Sparks into the hot seat, all you're gonna get is fire. So Miss Sparks, what is pre-diabetes? Like, can you explain to us what is pre-diabetes? I know a lot of people say I'm pre-diabetic. What does that mean?
You know, I like talking about pre-diabetes because I consider pre-diabetes as the silent killer. Pre-diabetes is when your blood sugar is a little high, but not quite high enough for the doctor to give you a diagnosis of full-blown diabetes. Now, the good news about pre-diabetes is it can be reversed. And also another good thing about it, it can delay the progression of diabetes about 58%. And I like that. Now, that's the good part about it. Now, I call it the silent killer because pre-diabetes has a higher risk of a heart disease. And people think that, I'm okay because I got pre, and, I don't have to worry about cardiovascular disease or any other of the complications. Your complications are just as great with pre-diabetes.
I see. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's amazing. Higher risk, wow. I never heard that. I never heard that. How many people knew that? If you knew that, put in number 5 in the comment block below. Put in number 5 in the comment block below. Okay. So Miss Sharon had something she wanted to share.
Yes, I wanted to add some things to what I said earlier about what diabetes is, because I did classify them as type 1, type 2, and then gestational. But I want to add that for type 1 diabetes, that's usually seen in children and teenagers. But then type 2 is usually seen in adults. People get that. Adults get that more often. And every now and then you will find an adult with type 1. And then the gestational diabetes, it can be for any age. So just wanted to make sure that I added those different additional information for that.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure that we got that because you said type 1 is really more seen in children oftentimes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then type 2 is more seen in the adult.
And also on there's a very small percentage of type 1, only about 5% versus type 2 about 95%. So that's why we primarily focus on type 2.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's more people with type 2 diabetes than anything else in the whole wide world, not just here in America.
Wow. So what I'm hearing you say is that this is kind of like a pervasive thing. So it's not something that we as Americans have to worry about, but everybody around the world really needs to be focused on that. So look, if you haven't liked, share to start a watch party, go ahead and like, share, and start a watch party, because it's really important. Because many of us sitting here right now know someone with diabetes, or we are either pre-diabetic or are dealing with diabetes right now. That's great. Wow. All right.
Yeah, and so diabetes is actually considered just kind of like what Charlene just said. Diabetes considered the silent pandemic. Like before, we talked about pandemics when Corona came. Before that, diabetes was a pandemic, meaning that it happens all over the world.
Wow, that's something. We were already in a pandemic and didn't even realize it.
Yes.
Right.
Wow. And you know, this is one reason why Miss Hillary talks about how important the lymphatic system is in the body, because the lymphatic system will oftentimes tell you that it'll give you a signal that something's going wrong in the body, is what I get from when Miss Hillary is talking. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Hillary? Did I say that right? Or
Well, you know, at the base of almost all conditions of inflammation, you know, and then where it is in the body, you know, it's been named.
All right,
that's where I see almost everything really. When you just bring it down to the most common denominator, there's a problem with inflammation, a buildup.
Wow. So as we talk about buildup, we done built up to question 3, and I think Miss Hillary is going to ask it of thee, and she'll be choosing who will be in the hot seat.
Okay. So Miss, let's see, eeny, meeny, mighty, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Miss Sparks. Why do many diabetics remain diabetic?
Okay, well, that's a good question. Well, there's a number of reasons, but I can't share them all tonight. But the one that really I want to talk about tonight with diabetes is procrastination. Whoa. And I say procrastination because once you know you have or you've been diagnosed with that condition, your management level elevates. And most people do not like managing diabetes. And one of the other questions, I'll tell you more about that. But procrastination is the number one reason I would say diabetes, people don't get well because they procrastinate.
Wow. And you know, I must say that I think also that a lot of times when we have disease in the body, we procrastinate because of fear. So I wanted to throw that out there. Is that something also coupled with procrastination? Why people procrastinate? Because they're afraid, maybe?
That's one of them too, is fear. Yes. And Sharon may want to give you a couple more, but the other one that I think about, and embarrassment. A lot of
Mhm.
people are embarrassed,
Wow.
and they're embarrassed because they don't understand the condition, and
So,
they don't understand. Sometimes they really think it's their fault, and all the time it's not their fault. But you have to come to our class to find out all of that. It's deep. It's really deep.
She like,
So
look, we're not gonna give it all away. We're not gonna give it all away. We told you some things can reverse, but we're not gonna give it all away. You got to come to the class. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff to know, because a lot of us were not really privy to what diabetes is, how to even identify if we have it. So what I like to do is take a quick break and come back and talk about some of the symptoms of, when you have diabetes, the physical symptoms that we will find. And then we're going to put y'all back in the hot seat. Before we put y'all back in the hot seat, we're going to look, review our guests, because we got a lot of guests here. And I know they may have a question for you to put you back in the hot seat. So we'll be right back. Yeah, y'all about to get back in the hot seat. She said okay, but we're gonna show them when we get back. Be right back. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers, public TEDx speakers. You heard it right, public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity in Service, where people need people. Hello, and welcome to International Women's Day. I am so happy to know that I have the honor to be a part of the International Women's Day. Did you know that in 1975, the United Nations celebrated International Women's Day for the first time? And they started a tradition of the annual theme in 1996. Well, 46 years later, today, we're still celebrating that auspicious tradition of International Women's Day. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Roche, and I am super happy to be a part of International Women's Day. I'm the CEO of Lotus Roche Ignites. I'm a show host of Lotus Roche Ignites You, and of course, News You Can Use, and a co-host of Bring Who You Are. And today, we are bringing who we are from all around the world to wish you a wonderful International Women's Day, bringing you love and light to help you ignite and take flight. So I'd like you to hear from a few of my friends around the world.
Hi, my name is Midori Kikuchi. I live in Washington State in the United States. I promote amazing Japanese health products and help women become financially, emotionally independent. When the women get strong, the family members also will be stronger, healthier, more successful, and happier. Therefore, we need to celebrate women globally. Let's become the greatest version of ourselves so the world is going to be the better place. Thank you.
I'm Sarah Beth Aline Rodao Tupias. I'm a mom of three, a wife, and I'm a social media marketing specialist. Being a woman is being strong, I mean, in spite of all the challenges, being persistent in order for you to achieve your goals. As they say, no giving up. What makes us different from men is that we are sensitive, first of all, not sensitive, negative sensitive, but the positive sensitive. But that doesn't make us weak or less of a person. It's just actually one way of us releasing that heavy feeling inside, because we know once that heavy feeling inside has been released, we can take more loads again, like, maybe another challenge or another task that needs to be done, or another house chore that you need to do. Because it takes a lot of energy, that power for you to be a woman. Let's all celebrate Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayen Wong. I currently live in Houston, Texas. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom, as well as I promote health and wellness, and also am a Cantonese educator. I currently host Zoom classes to teach little kids Cantonese, and also I run a YouTube channel and a podcast. It is so important for us to celebrate women globally, because I feel like as a female, we have so much to offer with our own story, and each one of us have our own voice, no matter where you're from. And it is always exciting to hear different stories.
All right, we are back, and we are going to get these ladies back in the hot seat. And stay tuned, because we have more women from all around the world that's going to talk to you about International Women's Day when we take our next break. So let's get these ladies back in the hot seat. Let's give them some energy. Woo woo! All right, so look, we've got many people chiming in. We're going to do the 1-2 punch. I see Angela Eltine out of Washington, D.C. We know we got the co-hostess with the mostest. Hillary said, come, everyone. Let us know where you coming in from. That's right. Hillary shared it, and I hope you shared it. She said, start a watch party. And we have the visibility strategist here today, all the way from Miami, Florida. Simone Rowe out of Canada. Great to see you. Happy Women's Day to you too. And who else do we have in the house? There's Patricia Rogers again. Who we got, Malcolm?
We got Lynn.
All right. Lynn from California. We got the fabulous Camille Robb. Who else we got? Hillary.
All right, we got Lori Gandiza. Thank you for coming in. Aloha. Yes.
And we got Betty Hart. She's here with us. Good to see you, Betty. Happy to have you here. And my friend I haven't talked to in a minute. Hey, Charlyn Ivaniski. Now, she says, Happy International Women's Day. Great to be here on this amazing topic, bringing more awareness to diabetes wellness. Yes, Marie Conte is here with us. Thank you so much. And who else do we have, Malcolm?
We got Kayen Wong from Houston, Texas.
Woo-hoo! So look, we see all of you guys streaming in. Thank you so much for streaming in, and we're going to take some of your comments because I think that's critically important. And we're going to put the ladies back in the hot seat because I see some great remarks, everybody, and I think these are some great comments and things that we're going to put them in the hot seat with. So let's go right to Lori Gendeza. She says, is it safe to say that poor diet could be one of the causes of diabetes? She said, I had heard that it's not so, much hereditary, but what people have learned from their family's lifestyle. So I guess the way their family eat. What are your thoughts about this? Thanks, Lori. See, our audience, Lori's in from Hawaii. She putting you in the hot seat all the way from Hawaii.
Sharon, did you want to take that one?
Okay. Well, I definitely 100% agree with that statement, and that poor diet could be one of the causes, but not necessarily the cause. And I know that a lot of people say that it is hereditary, but most of the time what they don't know is that type 1 diabetes, the one that affects children and teenagers, type 1 is usually hereditary because it's some type of autoimmune disease, and it's part of the immune system. So that's what's happening there, and that can be considered hereditary. But for type 2 diabetes, it's not usually hereditary. It's more what I call environmental, based on the foods you eat, the foods your grandma ate, the foods your great-grandparents ate. So it's usually what your inheritance of in the environment, not necessarily a physical type of inheritance that would make you have type 2 diabetes. More like, it's just how your lifestyle is and how your lifestyle continued from what your parents and grandparents and great-great-grandparents ate is the way you eat. So definitely it's the poor diet can be passed on from one generation to the next. And until you change that, then the type 2 diabetes will not be reversed for sure.
Wow. These ladies coming with the fire. Let's give them some energy. Woo, woo! They is on it, doggone it. Okay.
Yeah. Woo. Come
on. Wow. Okay. This is great information. I learn a little bit more every time about diabetes, as my father is pre-diabetic. Okay. So here we go. Dr. Cheryl Ivaniski, she says diabetes, or matter of fact, Malcolm, you want to take this one?
Okay, so Charlyn says diabetes can be subtle, and as a result, half of the people who have diabetes are not even aware they have it. I totally agree with the point of procrastination because many people feel okay and simply don't realize how it affects them on the inside. There is a need for useful and effective diabetes solutions for normalizing blood sugar levels, and thank you for highlighting this very important subject.
So, Malcolm, you want to pull a question out of there for Miss Charlene, and then we'll go back to the other questions. But also, I'd like to also pull up, and maybe we can do this first. Why don't you ask her the question first? We'll give her time to think about it while I pull up some of the symptoms. How about that?
Okay. So you have a question that you want to pull up, or you want me to just ask one off the top of my head?
Pull one right out of what Dr. Ivaniski said, if you can pull a question out of there.
So like she was saying, a lot of people they don't really realize they have it. They don't know what's going on the inside. So what would be some of the symptoms that people would get that would maybe give them an inkling that something's not going right? Like I hear a lot about. See, I didn't have diabetes, but my wife had diabetes type 2. And so I always hear people with diabetes always talk about their A1C and all this stuff. I don't know what's all that's going on. So maybe you can explain, Sharon, like what kind of symptoms people get when something might be going on there.
Okay, you want it for me, for Sharon?
Yes.
Okay, so the symptoms that people usually see for type 2 diabetes, they can actually probably get it confused with some other things that could be going on in their body. However, some of the most frequent things that people see is frequent urination. They're going to the bathroom very often to urinate. So that is one that kind of makes people wonder what's going on, because every time I look around, I've got to go to the bathroom. The other is an increased appetite. It feels like they got to eat all the time. They can't get their appetite quenched. And then also we have what we call the increased thirst. You are, even though you're going to the bathroom a lot, you also thirsty a lot. You're drinking whatever you can, mostly water, Coke, anything they can get their hands on. People are just like thirsty. They feel like they can't quench their thirst. And then some subtle other things that could go on that you're maybe pretty happy about. Sometimes you can get weight loss for no reason. Like people just start losing weight. That could be a sign of diabetes. But people usually get happy about it, but it's not really a reason. You really do need to probably go to the doctor and be checked, because weight loss for no reason is not a good sign. And also blurred vision, numbness in your hands or feet. Those are just a few. There are probably 20 plus symptoms that you may see that would signify that you have either pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes.
Wow.
Great. Thank you so much for that.
I'd like to say something here. Yeah, my uncle, he was, before he realized what was wrong with him, he was sleeping everywhere he went. I mean, he could just sit down a few minutes and he'd be knocked out. And everybody was wondering, what's the matter with you? You don't get sleep. He said, I can't sleep. I don't know why I'm so tired. Everywhere I go, I just can't hold my head. And when he went to the doctor, he was diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah. Fatigue and tiredness, that is one too. I mean, the list can go on and on for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a question in the chat, and I know that we had some other things that we wanted to bring up, and I know Hill was going to take a look at them and talk about them really briefly, or bring them up if we didn't say them, but we have another question and we're going to take that because I know you shared blurred vision, but we didn't hear about the irritability. So Hill, was your uncle a little irritable? Did you notice that? Any irritability with him?
He wasn't irritable. The main thing that was what was the concern? No. No, not at all. I have a delayed reaction, a delayed here, but he was not irritable, but he was just everywhere he sat, he was asleep. He was out at a club, and some people called my other uncles, said, you need to come and check on your brother because he's sitting here at the bar and he's asleep. You know, and this is not the place to go to sleep like this. Wow. That was the main thing that we noticed, that he noticed.
Wow. That's important too. So Hill, we have the next question. She gonna put y'all back in the hot seat, ladies, and she's gonna decide, you know, who's gonna get the question. And our audience, they're voting for people already. I mean, I didn't tell them to vote for Charlyn or for Sharon or nothing, but I think in all fairness, what we can do is let Hill ask the question, and to give you ladies a moment to think about it. We'll go to a quick commercial, and then we'll come back. So Hill, you want to ask the question, then we'll go to a quick commercial.
Okay, so this question is from Dr. Cheryl, and she says, what are the 2 top winning strategies someone can do every day to help people lower and normalize blood sugar levels between meals? 2 winning strategies.
So what we're going to do, we're going to leave this up here.
And now we're going to go to commercial.
Yeah, we're going to go to commercial. All right. We're going to leave this up here for 2 seconds. I hope they got it. And then we're going to go for a commercial. And we want to have our audience. Y'all tell us who to put in the hot seat. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rebecca Finlayson-Harper, founder and CEO of the Family Stability Institute here in Toronto, Canada. Why are women so important globally and we should celebrate them? Because we're the heart of the family. We birth nations and businesses.
Greetings, I'm Angel Marie Monticelli, and with love and kindness, I help people just like you ignite your confidence, joy, and energy. It's important to have International Women's Day the whole month because it's celebrating the social, economical, cultural, and political of women around the world. And the biggest is to really step into the gender equality throughout the whole world. Thank you so much and keep shining your light.
Hello, my name is Dr. Margaret Andrews Fournier. I'm a retired Lieutenant Colonel from the Army Nurse Corps. I'm a hospice nurse and end-of-life trainer. I've been in that profession for over 45 years. I'm a co-host of Sean Fair Consulting Group. I am also the host of 2 TV shows. I will be a speaker April 10th in Troy, Michigan, to talk about how I have overcome. Congratulations, women, for this is the month of March, which is Month of the Woman. I'd like to give a shout out for Dr. Lotus Richey, pioneer, entrepreneur, world leader, friend to most, and a mentor to me. She is an inspiration to all who come in contact with her. She reaches beyond the atmosphere and makes sure that you reach the dream that God has set out for you to reach. So I say congratulations to all the women out there. Remember, search for your dream. If you fall, get back up. Get up. Do something. Make your presence known. Have a blessed day. And again, congratulations.
Hi, I'm Hillary Gooden, and I'm honored to celebrate International Women's Day. This is a day that is important to me because of all of the many women that have gone before us to trailblaze, to pioneer, to take those hard knocks ahead of us, to making a way in so many different areas of life. And that's what I'm here to do as well. My mission to help other women, busy women leaders, to transform their health and their peace by using different tools and techniques so that they can help their bodies, help them live a more vibrant life. So I'm Hillary Gooden, your Vibrant Life coach, lymphologist, author, speaker, and I'm a pastor. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. And I honor this day, International Women's Day.
Hi, my name is Marshall Johnson, Shelley Dupper. I am a proud owner of the Joy of Music and Movement, which is a nonprofit arts and integration program. I am a music producer, songwriter, and an author. The reason why it's so important for me, the National Women's Month, it's easy because we have been given the opportunity to make a change and to make a difference in our society, to empower one another, to chase dreams, even through the pandemic. So ladies, from all walks of life, keep fighting for one another. Vote, and don't forget to wear your purpose.
As my friends said from all around the world, celebrate yourself, celebrate other women, and don't forget, throw your pearls on as you celebrate International Women's Day. See you next time. All right, fantastic. Congratulations to all the women throughout the world, to all the men that celebrate the women throughout the world. We appreciate you. And we appreciate these last 2 questions to put our guests back in the hot seat. And I want to go and look at a lot of the folks that are still coming in all around the world. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Happy to have you here from Bakersville. Good to see you. And of course, we have Jofel coming in from St. Maria, Philippines. And Mary Conte said, talking about gestational diabetes, can you tell us about it? Onset, treatment, during, and post delivery. So we've got 2 questions. He'll ask the question first, and then Marie asked the question. So we're going to go with Hill's question first, and then we're going to jump right to Marie's question. Thanks, Marie, for putting him in the hot seat. Ooh, wow. Okay, so let's get back to Hillary's question. Hillary, do you want to get that question?
Well, Dr. Cheryl, she's the one that the audience tonight is putting you guys in that hot seat, keeping you, make sure you stay there. But she asked the question, what are the top 2 strategies that people can do every day to help them to lower and maintain their blood sugar levels between meals? And you had a little time to think about it. Let's go with Miss Sharon now.
I think Charlyn was answering it, but I don't. But I don't mind doing it. I don't mind. I didn't want to, like hog up the space. So, but
Sharon, Sharon, you smooth.
No,
you
let's
smooth.
get her mic
but
on.
I do have 2 strategies, though. Yeah, I do have 2 strategies that I do recommend.
We have that one.
Yeah, that people do between meals. So one is to drink water. One of the things that diabetics don't do, and all of us really, we don't drink enough water. But if you drink water between your meals, you can get a little bit more water in because now your stomach is not as full. And the water will actually dilute your blood, which will make your blood sugar decrease. So having extra water between meals during the day would be very helpful in lowering your blood sugar between meals. Then the second thing I recommend as a strategy would be to exercise. Take a little, maybe 30 minutes here, 15 minutes there. If you're sitting at a desk, you can just move your arms and move your legs, just move your body. I would say move your body at least every 30 minutes. Little things that you can do to help to lower your blood sugar. So drinking water between meals and also taking exercise between meals. So those are 2 strategies that I recommend to help lower your blood sugars.
Good answer.
And I pulled, survey says, bing, 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 320 points. That's what you reminded me of, Bill, when you say good answer. So if y'all think that was a good answer, put a number 10 in the comment block. Put a number 10 in the comment block. So I brought Miss Rhonda Hamilton up because I saw her comment earlier, and then you hit on it. You said exercise, drinking water between meals, and Miss Hamilton said also, and eat proteins and vegetables. Why are proteins and vegetables so essential?
Awesome. Well, first of all, vegetables, you do have to watch the vegetables. You don't want to eat starch vegetables like carrots. A lot of folks love carrots, and you have to really watch. That's a good thing, vegetables and protein. Now, protein, I wanted Sharon to really talk about this one because in our class, we ask the people to not eat fish if they're trying to lower their blood sugar. And Sharon can tell you a lot more about that because fish has some effects on your blood sugar.
We'll wait till they come to class. We can't give away all our secret sauce.
Okay.
So I like that. And yes, we are going to talk about the class and how you all can get involved. We're going to talk about that. And so we got several 10s coming in, all in. Joe Felt said exercise. I love it. Jasper, hey, from the Philippines, good to see you. Lori Gandeza said, what about corn? What about corn?
No. No corn for diabetics. That's a starch vegetable. So corn, potatoes, and what else is it? Carrots. Those are 3 that you definitely stay away from. as a diabetic.
Okay. That's good because I didn't know that. And so if any of you knew that, put a number one in the comment below. And then if you didn't know it, put a number 4. A number 1 if you knew it, a number 4 if you did not know that as a diabetic, you may want to stay away from corn, potatoes, carrots. Just stay away from them. So that's great information. And so I just want to also share, folks, that we are not medical doctors. But the ladies, this is their profession. They're registered nurses. They've been in the field for many, many years. And if you want, I would say, you can check with your medical physician. And we're not saying that anything that we're telling you is going to cure you or heal you or anything like that. And if you're on, any medications for chronic diseases or anything, consult with your physician before you take anything or you do any type of exercises or anything like that. That's right. I got to cover my guests. All right. That's right. So me and Hill and Malcolm, we be looking out. We want to make sure we cover our guests. So we're going to go back to that other question because we're already a little past the top of the hour. And I know the ladies have got to go shortly, but I promised that we would ask this question and put the ladies back in the hot seat. So I'm trying to get that question up that Marie talked about. So she said, talking about gestational diabetes, what can you tell us about it? Onset, treatment, during, and post-delivery.
Well, that is a very long question, Maria. That's one that we don't really get into, but usually gestational diabetes happens when you are pregnant and you have high blood sugar and you can go into a lot of complications. And so with gestational, it's a sign that you do need to monitor your health as if though you are a diabetic, because it can go away, but it can also come back as you get older. So if you're a gestational diabetic, you really need to be on top of your weight and your nutrition early, because like I said, it could go away.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. Good stuff. And thank you for that question too. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I just want to add that you may have some of the same symptoms that a type 2 diabetic would have, the increased thirst and increased hunger, some of the same symptoms. And when you deliver your baby, usually the diabetes goes away. Okay, it goes away, just like Charlene said, and then it could come back later in life. But with the help of a doctor, you can keep it controlled. And you may even be on diabetic medication while you're pregnant as well.
Okay. Sounds great. I'm loving it. And so listen, folks, we had, I think, one more question that we were going to go to of our own, but you all are doing so well. You guys they took over the broadcast. Me, Hill, and Malcolm, our job is easy tonight. So Miss Betty Hart said, I am so appreciative of this platform and topic.
Yes.
My mother passed away, and we send our love and light to you, Miss Hart, at the passing of your mother. She said she passed away 3 years ago from complications after surgery. She had diabetes for years, but not this kind of awareness and group therapy of this disease. Like drug rehabs, are there groups for people with diabetes to share and encourage one another? Ladies?
Well, I'm kind of glad she asked that question, because I wanted to talk about why diabetic drugs are not the best solution. You really do have to come to the class for this, but I do want you to know that a diabetic drug, it can lower your blood sugar, but your liver and your pancreas will not like that. Do you hear me? Your liver and your pancreas will not like it. And I just happened to come from a family who was obese, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and I realized that it's really the mindset. You really have to develop the right mindset on management for diabetes. And the reason I say that, I'm going to close out here real quick. The reason I say that is because, for example, you know how a person, you manage your nutrition with your insulin. And our mindset, once you learn what you need to take, your mindset is, okay, I'm going to eat a little bit more cake or macaroni, and and then I'm going to increase my insulin. Or if I miss my dose of insulin, then I'll just take it all at one time. And you know what? That's very common in the home. People manage their own medication. And I wanted to talk about that because that is a silent killer, and that is how you die quickly from diabetes. Hypoglycemia is more dangerous than high blood sugar. And when you do that in the home, manage your own diabetes, and you're going to eat what you want and take your medicine the way you want to take it, that's the silent killer. You've laid yourself up for death quickly. And thank y'all so much for listening to that. I've had to kind of experience that, from a personal perspective with, loved ones and people in the home, relatives in the home.
Yes.
And I've just seen it happen like that.
Okay. So I muted myself really quickly. But ladies, I know we're at 10 past the hour, but would you please take 2 more questions, because we have Scott Herod all the way from California. He has got a heck of a question. So Miss Hillary or Mr. Malcolm, would one of you do the honors of asking this question, and then one of you will ask the final question. Here goes. Well, wait a minute. Ladies, would you mind?
I may have to drop off because I have another like a class after this. But
yes.
At 15 after, I'm okay.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's go with it. Here we go.
Okay, coming from Mr. Scott Harold. What if you're
Malcolm?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Pescatarian, and your only source of protein is fish. I know that beans are another protein source, but they're also a starch. So what should diabetic vegetarians and pescatarians do for protein?
Go ahead, Sharon.
Let me see. Okay. You may be surprised that there's a lot of vegetables, particularly green vegetables, that have protein in it. People believe that if it's a green vegetable, it may not have protein, but it does. And then you can also have like soy products. For men, maybe not so much. You can have soy products, but not so much for men. We usually tell men not to eat soy as much as women. But there are many green vegetables and non-starchy vegetables that are high in protein. So you may want to you can Google that and find some of those. There's many of them. And fish is a good protein, but if you're gonna get fish and that's the way you eat it, you probably are used to eating the kind that are in the wild versus the farm. So look at the vegetables that are high in protein and start eating those. Even seaweed is high in protein.
Oh yes, I love seaweed. I eat seaweed. I love it. It's great. It's tasty. It's magnificent. I think Charlene had went to get me some seaweed, but now she back. So that's what friends are for. Okay, so thank you so much, Scott, for that question. Excellent question. Like all of your questions tonight, they've been fire. The ladies been fire. So thank you, ladies. We said we got one more question. And so many people are saying thank you to you. Betty said, thank you, ladies, for addressing my questions. I feel that the meds began to deteriorate her vital organs, her heart, kidney, and liver. And someone else said, ooh, liver and pancreas will get affected. Yes, they can suffer. And thank you, Jofel Jasper, for that question. And everybody, thank you for your questions. And we have one final question that we're going to save for next time. If we could get you two sensational ladies to come back on our show for number 2.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Woo, woo. Give us some energy. So we know you got to go, Charlyn. So we want to have you guys do your final words of wisdom before you go. And then even if you have to drop off before we close, we're going to tell people how to connect with you so that they know. So Miss Sharon, would you please go in the hot seat for the final time tonight with your words of wisdom to everybody that's watching around the world?
Okay, so I want to go back to something that Malcolm said or asked that we didn't address, and he was talking about the A1C. For those who are not sure whether you have diabetes, you may think you have some of the symptoms, the best thing to do is to go to your doctor and have him to run what's called an A1C test. This test is going to determine what your blood sugars have been running for the last 3 months. And with that determination, he can make a decision about whether you're a diabetic, whether you're pre-diabetic, or whether your blood sugars are all normal. So ask for an A1C test. You can contact me at dominatingdiabetesmadeeasy.com. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. She directed to the point. Make sure you get her. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Miss Charlyn Sparks for her final words of wisdom. So, Miss Sharon, we thank you for being here. We can't wait till you come back for the next show. And Miss Sparks is going to tell everybody about your upcoming workshop that's going to help people knock out diabetes and help them live a better life. Look, folks, we will be right back. So hold on tight to what you got, because this show is dynamite. Hold on tight. Woo! If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers, public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity in Service, where people need people. Hey. Wow, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. So we want to thank you again, Sharon, and I'm showing her information, folks. This is how you can catch up with her. Look at her beautiful face. She's about to exit the place, but don't forget her beautiful face. Make sure you jump in there and you get with her, connect with her, because she's ready to connect with you. So thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you, and we will see you next time right here on More News You Can Use. Have a good night. We thank you. All right, fantastic. So, Miss Charlyn Sparks, your cohort, y'all did the dynamic duo thing tonight. Y'all jumped all over us. Y'all was on them questions like white on rice. I don't think we should eat too much rice, right? That's okay. Okay, just check.
Right. Monitor that rice.
Right.
Some of it is good. It's okay. Small portion.
Okay.
Portion control.
So would you have some final words of wisdom? But we also want to know about your upcoming event that you're having. So if you would,
Yes.
can you share a bit about your upcoming event that you're having? Because we really want to know about that upcoming event. Okay, so hold on one second. I'm going to bring it up because we want everybody to see it as you talk about it. We're going to spotlight you. Here goes.
Okay. Well, as we leave here tonight, I want you to just know that your greatest health is your wealth. And just remember, listen to your body, focus on yourself, your energy, and seek the best choices you can for yourself. And just know that you can feel good even with diabetes. Women with Vision is getting ready for we do have a book club. It's called the Voice Book Club. And I want you to know that the Voice Book Club is held the third Sunday of every month. And we have an author's tour. You are invited for our next author's tour. We are accepting applicants for our next author's tour now. You can reach out to me at www Women with Vision. She'll put it up there for you. She'll put it up there for you. You can reach out to me and I'll give you more information on the book club. Now, we have a big event coming up on, let's see, she passed it. But anyway, we have a big event coming up on Saturday, March 20th. March 20th from 10 a.m. till about 1 o'clock. And it's called Entrepreneurs Reaching Your Best Life Now. Entrepreneurs Reaching Your Best Life Now. And with that particular event, we are inviting all entrepreneurs from the north, south, east, and west. And we're coming together to be empowered. And we know that we can win. We won't quit. Don't quit, entrepreneurs. And I will put the information again in the link. And I don't know if I could share or not, but I don't think she had my correct video, but I would definitely send her the information and we'll get it in the stream and we'll make sure we get it to you. You can call me at 336-365-1457. 336-365-1457 for more information on reaping your benefits as an entrepreneur. Don't quit. Thank you. There you go. She has it now. Saturday, March 20th from 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Entrepreneurs Reaping Your Best Life Now. And of course, Miss Lotus and Miss Patricia will be there with us. And this is going to be a phenomenal event. So for more information, just go to Eventbrite and register ASAP. Don't quit. Entrepreneurs Reaping Your Best Life Now.
You don't want her to come out the stream, so we had to jump back in. So thank you, Miss Charlene Sparks, for being here. Thank you for your words of wisdom. And so we going across the water right to Mr. Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm, what you got? They worked us tonight. Thank you to our viewers. They worked us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, Dr. Lotus. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. So, Malcolm, what do you have? What are your final words of wisdom?
Well, I just want to thank you guys for inviting me because I am so honored that I'm the only man that was invited to be on the show for International Women's Week.
Yes,
Must be my feminine side, you know. But thank you so much. It was a very informational show today. Great information, and I just want to tell everybody to just keep on going, because life is like riding a bicycle. And to keep your balance, you got to keep on moving. So thank you very much, everybody. Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
So,
you all.
woo woo. That's what I'm talking about. So, Hill.
Yes.
You want to go up next, Hillary?
Now's the time. Well, this has been a good show, and I'm thankful that the audience had such big questions. We thought up with some good ones, but they really came up with some good ones. So much so that no, that's too much secret sauce. You gotta wait to the class. So make sure you sign up. Yes, I'm. This is a topic that you can't get enough information because it affects so many people across not only our nation but across the globe, as Miss Charlene was saying. And so, do what you need to do. If you have any of those symptoms, any inkling that maybe that's what you have, find out by going to your doctor and find out if that is the issue with you, so that you can get right on it and begin to turn your health around, because you got the power to help your body help you to have better health by doing some of these things that they mentioned today. So yes, make sure it's always good to find out what is the problem so that you can begin to turn it around.
Amen.
I'm done.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. And thank you to all of you folks out there just shooting just the positive energy and love and light. We appreciate you. And so my final words of wisdom tonight. Hey, Dorothy Ross, good to see you. She loved the show. Happy to have you here. My final words of wisdom tonight are these. Listen to what all they said. She got the, this is what she do. Okay. Listen to what her and Sharon said. Those are my final words of wisdom for tonight. So I hope you all had a great time on the show. And don't forget to join us again on this coming Friday for more news you can use. Check me out tomorrow. I want to say tomorrow on Lotus Rocher Ignites, we're going to have the remarkable Dr. Rivers. Clyde Rivers is coming up on the show, on the Lotus Rocher Ignite show. You don't want to miss Dr. Clyde Rivers, the ambassador of civility. You don't want to miss that. So with that being said, I must say to you, make sure you ignite and take flight in every area of your life. Don't be a penny looking for change. Be real money that folds. So with no further ado, we're going to go right to you and say thank you again for joining us, and to all the ladies all around the world. Here's a message to you from my co-host. Here we go. Hillary, are you ready? I think she is. As we close out tonight, hold tight, because Hillary gonna turn out the light. Have a good night.
So I'm Hillary Gooden, your Bible Life coach, lymphologist, author, speaker, and I'm a pastor. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. And I honor this day, International Women's Day.